Hi crypto kings and queens. So today we're gonna go through swing trading and what swing trading is, why it's so good, why you can become a millionaire of being a swing trader, what you have to think about, and how it actually looks on the chart. So it's a big difference going into day trading combined with swing trading. So we need to see the difference and why swing trading is amazing. So continue to look at this video and you will have a complete overview on what this actually means and what it is. And before we are getting into swing trading, remember that if you want to trade the currencies, because that is obviously what you need to do when you are taking swing trades, day trade, or are a scalper, then I have the best platform for you right now to trade on. I am having a collaboration together with Bitflex, which I also trade on myself. And when you are depositing $100 to trade right now, then you will be able not only to get a $10 back when you are doing this, but you will also be able to win yourself this Apple Watch Series 8. Now you have this giveaway until the 4th of September 2023. So if you are looking at this one after, make sure to look at my other videos because we're gonna have other giveaway that you can take part of. But right now we have the Apple Watch Series 8 that you can win when you are depositing these $100. Now you are using the link in the description down below the video for this. You also have it pinned right here in the corner. Now this is a leverage trading platform which you have from 2x to 100x to trade on. Always trade with risk management, okay? Because we don't want you to lose more money than you gain more money, but it's obviously part of the game. Now if you've never used this platform before, make sure to look at this tutorial that I have for you where I explain exactly on how you're using everything here, from where you're depositing your $100 that you want to trade now because you want to win the Apple Watch Series 8, right? When you are depositing it, how you are using leverage trading, how you should think about that, how it looks when you're putting a stop loss or a take profit. So you need to know everything before you are obviously taking a trade. So make sure to look at that one. And now we're getting into what swing trading is and how good it actually is for you, okay? Now, if you don't know what swing trading is, so swing trading is when you are holding your positions more than a day. So you're holding your position. A lot of swing traders hold it for a couple of days, 2 weeks, 2 months. As a day trader, you usually just have your trades open for a day. You're a scalper, you take your trades after a couple of hours. But a swing trader is when you're holding your positions for a longer time. So if you're deciding to become a swing trader and why you should become a swing trader, is really good for anyone that doesn't have the time to sit in front of the charts the whole time. Maybe you have a job you need to go to, maybe you study them, maybe you have a big family that makes you not being able to sit in front of the charts as a day trader, where you actually have to go in and look at the charts more often. Another really good thing when it comes to swing trading, when you're not sitting in front of the charts as much, is that you don't have the stress as a regular day trader have, because the more you're getting into the charts, the more stress you can obviously have within yourself. But when you're taking a swing trade, you have your position, whether that is a long position or a short position. When you're holding it for a longer time, you don't really care about what's happening in between, because you know this is where I buy from or this is where I sell from, and I know that I'm gonna wait for the market to come to this certain level. So whatever happens between your entry point and your take profit point or your stop loss point, you don't focus as much on that as a regular day trader. And of course, when you are placing a swing trade, that means also that you will gain more money than if you're just going in and scalping. Everything obviously depends on how much leverage or how much with a lot size you go in with, but typically when you are a swing trader, you will obviously have more money when your take profit is getting taken, and that's why a lot of people choose to have swing trades. So the mindset of a swing trader is that you need to be very patient when it comes to this. You don't mind have bigger losses than a regular day trader, and also be willing to have few trades, because when you're going into a swing trade, I obviously take more time for the market to create that high or create that low for the next big momentum. So you, as I said in the beginning, you need to be more patient when it comes to as being a swing trader. And when you are placing your trades, you also have to be very careful, because you are waiting for the market to create that low or high. Now you obviously want to have the right position when you're doing this. As a day trader, you go in and out the whole time, trading the small movements that you have inside the big movements that the swing trader are looking for. So now I want to give you some visuals on how this actually looks, but I also gonna show you exactly how it looks on a live chart. So when we're taking a swing trade, we know that the market is gonna go from this level, and we know that this is, in this case, a lower high, which means the market needs to drop down to create that lower low, which means that between this, you don't care exactly on what's happening. So looking at the monthly, weekly, daily. But when we see what's happening exactly here, so this is the high that we have from the monthly, weekly, or daily, and this is where we expect the market to drop down to. So on the higher time frames, you'll see this big candlestick dropping down to that level. But what's happening on the lower time frames inside here, you will see the market give you a lot of movements. Market goes up, market goes down. You can see the market trying to break above certain levels, but this is the reason why as a swing trader, you really don't care about that, because you know that from this level that I just sold the market from, you expect the market to drop down to this level down here, which means that whatever is happening, whatever lower lows and lower highs you see in between, you don't care about that as a regular day trader are doing, because as a day trader, you're going into the lower time frames and they're trying to make money off the movements that you have inside the big movements as a swing trader. So we're looking at a live chart right now on the weekly on BTC, and we're looking at the weekly. We can also look at the monthly. On the monthly, you see this big candlestick. This is one monthly candlestick, which means that inside of it, you have multiple 4-hourly candlesticks, and this can confuse you if you don't understand the higher time frames perspective. But let us go to the weekly chart because it gives us more structure. So in this case, everybody knows that I love the Fibonacci. Now, if you want to find a really good strategy with Fibonacci combined with MACD, I suggest you to look at this video that you have right here, because when we're placing our trades, or when I'm placing my trades and a lot of other people, we're using the Fibonacci as the entry point, and MACD is giving us the direction. So it will tell you when the market is reversing from a downtrend to a uptrend, or from a uptrend to a downtrend. So if you want to have a good strategy, make sure to look at this video right here. So let's say now that we're going in for a swing trade. We are taking a Fibonacci. In this case, we can see how the market created a higher high. So we're expecting the market to create a higher low. In this case, it's very simple to use one Fib level, because the market will tell you where the entry point is usually between the 50 and the 61.8%. I have one Fibonacci right here that I have for myself. You cannot find this on TradingView because I have specific settings for this. If you want to have it, I also have a very good academy where I break down trading overall, so that is crypto, forex, index, and for my community I do share these settings for them and exactly on how to use it. So you have the link also here, okay? So just have that in mind. It's really good. But in this case for me, I have my take profit 1 and take profit 2, as you see here, as minus 0.23, 0.75. And because we also know that the market only gave us a pullback and we are in a uptrend, we know the market has to break above the previous higher high, which means that the market in this case had a big higher high. We retested the previous all-time high that we did have back in March 2021. So you can see what a big difference this is than going down to the 4-hourly. We will obviously look at that pretty soon. But if we would have taken a place here, we would obviously have gone down to the lower time frames to try to find our entry point. But let's say now that we want to take this from the 50%, and we have our take profit up at this previous resistance, also combined with my take profit 1. So we're entering the market here because on the lower time frames it just say, Natalie, you go in for a long position here because the market had just broken structure. We're about to create the higher high, right? So the market pushes back up. So from my entry point 50% up to take profit 1, that is a 40.97 move on here. So that is a big difference than when you're going down and try to scalp the market or just going in for a day trade. When we're looking for the short position using the Fibonacci, once again, we're taking the Fib from from high to low, which means that you can also see how the market perfectly came back up, retested the 61.8%. We have these three candlesticks that is representing a evening star. It's a reversal pattern that we have right here. And from the entry point down to take profit 1 and 2, we can see how, let's say that we are going down to the lower time frames. We start to sell the market exactly at the 61.8%. So from entry point down to take profit 1, that is a 35.14 move, back down to down to take profit 2, that is a 56.63 move. There's such a big difference being a swing trader combined with a day trader. Now we know that this is what we are looking for, so let's just highlight this level, right? So let us break it down to the lower time frames, and you'll see the reason why a lot of people start to lose money here is because you start to see the market create these different lower high, lower lows. We see the market pull back up, we see it drop, market goes back up, we're breaking above the previous high, the previous lower high, which means that a lot of people will think the market's going to continue up from here. And the same, you see how the market is very unclear on the lower time frames. But as a swing trader, you know that from the entry point, we are breaking down and we are heading back down to take profit 1, going back to the weekly chart once again. We know that this was the lower high, this was the lower low. We have the lower high, which means now that when the market is going to create the next lower low, we're going to break below the previous lower low. And in this case, we had a pretty massive drop, but either way, the market always has to break below the previous lower low in this case for the downtrend. So this is why it's really good to be a swing trader, because when you are finding your entry points, you know that the market is going to create these big movements, and whatever is happening in between, you don't care about that. Thank you everyone for looking at this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification so you know when I'm live next time, when I do have my daily updates, because I go on daily live streams from Monday to Friday. I also give you video updates. I usually go on live stream to scalp the market on NASDAQ and SPX 500 when the market on crypto is not as volatile as we want it to be. So thank you everyone. We see each other in the next video or in the next live stream. Mwah!